Hello everybody, this is EG.INCONtroL, and I'm going to be doing some coverage of the GSL 3 qualifier. EG.IdrA, you just qualified. You've tried 3 times, you've made it 3 times. We just saw Zergbong qualify. What are your thoughts about that?
About me qualifying or Zergbong?
He won, you qualified. What are you going to do?
I'm going to win this time, so we have a good winner this time.
EG.IdrA is going to win GSL 3 so that we have a good player who finally won. I actually knew he was going to...
Cool was good. Zergbong wasn't.
Cool was good. So tell us about your games. You had a lot of people talk about some of these brackets are luck-based, some of them are more difficult. What are your thoughts on your brackets and how you did in your group play?
I had a pretty easy draw. Protoss in the second round, he just kind of expanded, made a bunch of units and died. Terran second round, he proxied 2 barracks to me both times, and then fell back to a Marine SCV all-in because I went pool first. And then the last round, I guess the second game of the last round was a little difficult. He just kind of turtled up and made a bunch of Thors, and the first attack was a little successful, but I just held it off pretty easily. None of my opponents were very good.
Turtle up mid Thors sounds invincible to me. So pushing forward now, a lot of people are going to want to know, what is it like training for the round of 64? You're going to know who your opponent is. You don't know yet. What kind of preparation are you looking forward to doing, and what are your sights as a follow-up to that kind of question? How far do you want to go? I mean, I know you're saying you want to win. Everybody wants to win. But realistically, what are you building on from the last tournament?
Really, I think any of the top 30 players in the world are capable of winning, and some outside of the top 30 apparently are capable of making the finals. I want to win. That's all that matters. As for the preparation, it will depend on what race they are, because I have... Now that Rhett and Sen are out here, I have Zerg practice partners. I know a couple of Korean Terrans. As for Protoss, I guess Huck's out here now. So really, I would just like to play a bunch of games against... Honestly, I prefer matches where you can't prepare, because I'm pretty one-dimensional strategically, and I can just outplay someone, and I'm more likely to suffer from someone having time to prepare, like a sniping build kind of thing. So, yeah.
I know one of the criticisms, or at least not necessarily criticisms, but one of the tough things about previous GSLs is you've been kind of left to practice on the ladder, and I now hear you saying you're going to name off a bunch of people, but also you're saying you're not sure that necessarily helps you. What kind of, what's the struggle there? Are you going to practice with these people, or are you going to be more the ladder based, or some kind of healthy mix of the two?
I say it helps me. It's just I think my opponents, 99% of the time, my opponent benefits more from preparation than I do. So given that we both have preparation, I'd rather neither of us did. But now I will have people to practice with as opposed to just ladder. So I think I'll do a lot better relative to last season.
So one of the things that, you just got out of your interviews with the GSL people. One of the questions they asked him is, you're kind of notorious for being a little bit bad manner, and me knowing you personally, I would say that might be based in some truth. There could be a truth to that. Moving forward, there's been a little bit of drama in the past GSLs with Zenyo, and if you don't know who that is, that's the guy that actually went Sion just before playing the match. Do you have any kind of special thoughts for that guy? I mean, if you hit him in the tournament, do you have any kind of, is there going to be a little extra oomph there, or what?
I'd like to play him. I said he was the player I want to play again. I'd like to beat him, but I don't really care about the ceremony area of that. It's just he's a flash in the pan. He'll disappear. Let him have his fun.
Very good. So, okay, that's pretty much it for GSL. Let's give some wrap-up thoughts to kind of the foreigners. We had Sen qualify. We had, who else? 3 out of the 4 Team Liquid guys. Huck is the only one who just lost to a very good Terran. Yeah, he lost. So, Rhett, Hapro, Jinro, what are your projections for them moving forward?
I think a lot of the foreigners have a really good chance. Rhett's very good. Hapro looked pretty good yesterday. I hadn't seen him play before. Jinro is apparently getting over the hump. He's been pretty good in practice, and now he's finally getting more used to live play, winning MLG. Sen's quite good, especially when he's not cheesing. He's kind of like Demago, like that. He goes back and forth, but if he plays a macro game, he's very scary. Select later on, Select's quite good. I really like Foreigner's opportunity to go far this time. I think we have a good chance at making real waves this time.
I got to agree with that. So wrapping this up, any kind of shout-outs for the people out there?
Thanks to all my fans for supporting me, as always. Again, thanks to Team EG for sponsoring both of us, supporting both of us, making all this possible. Big thanks to them and all our sponsors, Intel, SteelSeries, MSI Notebook.
Yep, got to echo that. Big thanks to everyone. Dan Artos is feeling a little bit sick, but he will be doing more and more coverage. Look to his commentating at gom.net, GSL, some shit like that, I don't know. You can pretty much find it anywhere. And then look for Tasteless blabbering away as he does professionally. So this is EG.INCONtroL. Thank you very much. Goodbye.